Oh yeah? Okay. So something came in the post today. I'm in the middle of painting my Forge World Leviathan new model, but as this came in the post, I thought I'd do a quick look. Now I know there's a lot of people out there that do unboxings and all the sort, but I thought I'd do one anyway. Just as it's come in the post, and it's such a beautiful model. I've never played a game of fantasy, or as it is now, the Warhammer Age of Sigmar, but I've always loved the model, going back 20 odd years. There's also something about the Chaos Army that I liked as well. Back then it used to be the kind of Minotaurs and the Swamp Troll models, all those sort of things. Never really, always picked at models here, picked there, started a Skaven army, buying a few models here, buying a few. It's always seemed a bit too many models for my liking though. Just big mass units of the same kind of thing, always kind of, I don't know, it was a bit much, so I never really ever finished an army. At one point I think the most complete army I had was an Empire army, pretty much the whole army, but ended then, I don't know actually what happened. I think I moved house when I first moved out of my parents' house many moons ago. I don't know what happened to that. It was probably thrown away by my parents or something, I don't know. But it's always the Chaos ones that always intrigued me, because they just progress and progress and progress, and this is kind of the pinnacle so far at the moment. What a beautiful model. So it came in the post, so I thought, well, I'll just quickly jump in and do one on this quickly. Now I know other people have done it already, but I thought, why not? It comes with all this beautiful artwork, so you can get all the paint scheme. If you want to do it as they do on the box art, obviously you can do it different. You can be individual, do what you like, but hey, that's beautiful. Why wouldn't you copy that? So it's got all the different Noble Lords heads. No, not different Noble Lords, Chaos Lord heads. Nurgle, Tzeentch, Khorne, or Slaanesh. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason for that. That's all there though. That's just the sleeve. And then you get this beautiful black sleek box with the symbols on it. And if you open that and pull out the sides, you get the model itself on 3 sprues. So the top one here has got the main man himself with his big massive shield, sword, awesome shoulder pads. I believe they're the shoulder pads. Massive cloak, that's a huge cloak. Huge. Parts of the body, the crows or ravens or whatever they are, on that bit of sprue as well. Lovely sword. Do great effect on that sword. Some sort of fiery flame effect going on there. Massive horns. Is that his head? Don't know if that's his head or not. I think it might be. Huge horns on it. I'm assuming that's his head. It's not like some sort of part of the seat where they have like some sort of stylized horned head thing. It must be his head. Me just being stupid. So that's that mate one there. And then you've got the massive wings. Heads for his mount. Chains, very fine chains. I've got to be careful getting them off that sprue, so don't snap them. Bit of a pain to transport with such thin chains as that there. Getting snapped off, that's always the risk you take. I mean, even with your foam carrier cases these days, you're squeezing that in the foam, there's still a chance that will snap off. But that's one of those things, ongoing repairs with them, I'd imagine. But you either leave them off, you can't really magnetise them, leave them off, or just take the chance and be extremely careful. I don't know if the carrier case would even manage with those ones. This is the main body part, legs, stonework for the base, with some vines and skull, some pots in there. Lovely bits of details, even inside the rock there's a bone with a bit of leather around it. Bone. Even inside that bit of, probably can't see it, this light and camera positioning and everything I've got set up, but just the finest little detail down to putting that little bone in there. Massive great big chest plate. Get some great effects of that, runes on it, chaos symbols. Is there a reason why there's not a Slaanesh head on there? I don't know. Pretty sure it was just Tzeentch, Nurgle and Khorne. Okay. I mean, I don't know the rules, I don't really know much of the... I haven't read the books. I just admire the models. So I'm not really up on the fluff, and I know the basics, sorts of ins and outs, but... So that's that one as well, tail. Bits and bobs there. Massive base. Huge great big base to do all sorts of things with. If you wanted to go to town on that. Because his base bit, from what I can see, that stone bit is pretty small, so it leaves you with a massive great big area around him, underneath him, because it's just his tail and that stone bit, and then the rest of his body is up here. So you've got quite a space around and a bit of depth to have something that's raised up on the base. I don't know what you could do. You could do all sorts with that. Everything from the lava with rocks coming out, sharp rocks, or whatever sort of bases you want really for your army. I guess you would follow whatever you had in your Chaos army, but you could do all sorts, going over ruins. You could have a ruined wall around the back, and absolute tons you could do. That's a huge base. So have a go to town on that. I've not seen this, so this I guess is the instruction manual. Very glossy. So it gives you how to put it together. The glue points. I got this. I mean, it's been a while since I bought the model, so I don't know how new this is or not. But where they coloured the edges yellow, and then give you instructions and stuff what to do. I guess that goes on to each part. Slightly different symbol system. But like I said, I've not bought models for a year or more, because I've been so busy work-wise. Just not had the time really for the hobby. I'm hoping to do as much as I can whenever I can. So like I'm saying, if you see the yellow points there, I don't know if you can see them very well on this light and camera, that's all that basically is touching. A little bit there for the tail, a little bit there for that stone wall base, and then you've got everything around it to go to town on. I mean, you're such a beautiful model, you should really do something special with that. I mean, I'm doing this model, I'm going to sell it, so putting a massive amount of detail into that base, I'll probably keep it straightforward. I mean, this model could always be removed from the base and then someone else can go to town, maybe like a resin base or something, but if there's one out there that's that big, I don't know. The instructions then, I'll keep going through, and there's something else I saw in the back. So it's got the paint colour scheme, which is really handy if you want to follow this scheme. I mean, if you use other paints, I mean, I use mainly Vallejo, but I started to use here and there bits more of the Citadel kind of paints, but I'm still Vallejo my favourite. But sometimes it's just nice just to have the variants, different types, and it's great because this gives you everything. I mean, obviously they want you to buy all these paints. They want you to use their product, but you can use anything and do any colour scheme you want. But that is beautiful. Just the black and that, I think it's Archaon Flesh or something that colour is. Let's just say here somewhere. Wherever it is. Anyway, so many paints there. I can't pick it out. It's just a massive list of them. But anyway, yeah, I think that's what it is, because they've done a clip on YouTube for their Warhammer TV, the guy doing the painting. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And they even give you all the rules there, which is awesome, in different languages as well, I think. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 other languages and then English as well. Gives you all the rules. I actually bought, when I bought some paints, I bought the White Dwarf. I think it's the White Dwarf that has the rules. Thinking, just out of interest, just to see what I don't understand the Sigmar rules in this disc thing of the wounds, the bravery, I don't know what that does. Obviously save, move with like a sun thing, star there, I don't know. I'm not going to get into that anytime soon, but it's just there in the back of my mind thinking, oh, should I slowly buy this one, sell it, maybe buy another one to replace it, a bit of extra cash, buy something else, sell that, and a bit extra cash, just work an army up slowly. I kind of wanted the money to go towards more of my 40k army, my own personal army, but I don't know, these models are just so beautiful they're bringing out. But that's everything there, and then it gives them from different angles. So, fantastic model. At the moment I think it's £100 for this model. £100 from Games Workshop. Obviously not cheap, but what a model. Absolutely beautiful. Detail. It's got all these skulls in there. It's got the Age of Sigmar, I don't know what they are. The human race, is it? I don't know. But it's got those, you know, the new models they brought out. They're like masks, they're helmets embedded in the body. Tons of little skulls everywhere. Just amazing detail, amazing looking model, beautiful looking model. I kind of do, I mean for £100 though, I kind of wish, now they probably don't have the rules, I don't know how the rules work, kind of wish they had, probably going to pronounce his name wrong, Archaon, the main guy, Everchosen. Kind of wish they also brought him on the sprue or on a separate small sprue so you can actually have the model on a base. Now I don't know the rules if the mount got slain, if the rider carries on, I don't know. I think that used to maybe be something, you know, for my ignorance, because I don't know the rules, I just never played fantasy. Maybe one game probably got all the rules wrong back when I was a teenager many moons ago. I don't know what edition, but it would have just been nice just to have him, because he's got a really wide leg stance, so for me to modify those legs, well, you want him on the mount, so I'd have to cut them off, magnetise them, do so. I don't know what you would do, it would just be a pain. I don't think you would ever get it looking right, whatever you could do. Maybe you could cut his waist off and find another Chaos Warrior model or Lord that they've brought out. I don't know the whole range, I haven't seen the whole fantasy range. And then you could probably do that, but that's drama doing that, because you'd probably mess up his chest plate bit or cut it through. So then you could magnetise the mount base legs on and then have that base standing, but I don't even know if that would work, because his pose then probably would look stupid with the open up, so I don't know. But it would have been nice, so that's the only kind of gripe I've really got with that. For that amount of money, just even if you couldn't use him in the rules, just as something extra special for you to be able to paint up as like a display model, so you could have it on like a plinth or a special base, or for £100 I just think that would have just been an extra something really to polish it off. But I'm happy. Gonna paint it up. Probably, I mean, I know my setup isn't great, I know my camera isn't great, the situation where I am at the moment isn't great for doing this. There's a lot of other people out there who've got really professional setups for their cameras and their lighting and that, but I'm just doing it to motivate myself to get the paint done, to get it done, basically, so I want to sell it as well. But get it done, because I feel that if I do videos and I want to put them up on YouTube, it may encourage me to not just base code him and put it aside for 2 months. It will encourage me to, once that video of a stage is online, I'll feel, okay, that's up there, I now need to get the next one up as fast as possible, or else it's just pointless. So I'm going to do it in stages, and then, you know, maybe 15-minute clips, because no one, I don't want to bore people just sitting there watching me paint. I'm probably not the most interesting person to listen to or watch compared to the other people out there who've been doing it a lot longer than me and kind of know things and a lot more knowledgeable, let's say, than what I am. Games Workshop 2014 on the sprue. Apparently that means something, so this may have been in the in the mix for a while. I'm guessing this was produced last year, but I'm guessing that's how they work though, in advance, so they know what's coming up. That's a good business model, not to do things on the hoof, to have it planned, tested, have a structure to the business and what's coming forward. But anyway, that's that model. Like I said, £100. I'm going to paint it up. I'm going to sell it. Obviously going to be selling it for a profit because of the amount of effort and time and my resources, my paint and my time that's going to go into it. I'm then going to sell this model probably on eBay. I'm not just going to put it up on YouTube and say message me, offer me a price. It's obviously going to be more than what the model is. I'm going to try and get as much as I can for it. I'm going to do the best job that I can within reason. I don't want to spend forever doing it. I don't want to spend a year painting it. I want to spend, you know, a week or 2 weeks or something. But obviously because of my work schedule, I don't know how long that's going to take to do that. But anyway, I would suggest getting yourself one. If not for you to paint, then buy one, obviously from me. But I'm not a commission painter, so I don't do commissions at the moment. I'm just too busy work-wise with my main job. Maybe, I don't know, if I got friendly with people or someone and I could do something for them, but that's probably not going to happen because of my work. But anyway, I'll put it up, I'll put videos up, and hopefully that'll encourage me to get it done stage by stage. But first of all, I'm doing my Leviathan, Forge World Leviathan, so I'm doing that stage by stage, and I'll get that one up first, and then I'll start painting this one, so we'll get around to that as fast as possible. Anyway, you've seen it from me, you'll probably see it from a lot of other people as well who've got better lighting and whatnot, but I wanted to put it up there anyway because it's the model I've got. I'm going to paint it and hopefully from the proceeds then buy something special. Put a bit of my money to it. My girlfriend's given me a bit of money for Christmas, and you'll see what that will be. I'll put a video up with that as well, but it's something pretty nice. Anyway, well, thanks for watching anyway. Hope you can like it. Just like my videos. It just get me started, and I can encourage me maybe to do more and get a better lighting, because it's dark in here. I've just got one lamp, I need two, I know, or more. Obviously better. This is from painting. I haven't done a nice clean surface for you. This is a worksman's bench, and I'll go forward from there. Anyway, enjoy yourself, get yourself some models and get painting. Thank you.